So you've got some people that are like, oh, well, maybe Brady's going to retire again. Maybe something's up with Tom Brady here. Here's my guess, Ken, and I could be wrong, is that this was probably like in the works for a long time. And Brady probably called Buccaneers general manager Jason Light. And he was like, hey, Jace, thinking about unretiring. And Jason Light was thinking in that moment, I would give my firstborn child, like, for you to come back, for you to unretire and come back and play for us this year, so we don't have to start Kyle Trask. And Brady at that point could have made any demand he wanted. Maybe he's like, you know what I don't want to do? Be in the Florida Heat for a month straight in August at training camp. Of course they're going to let Tom Brady not be there if he doesn't want to be. He's Tom Brady. He's 45 years old. He's the greatest ever. Steps onto the field and gives you a chance to win any given game. So I don't know if you disagree with that, but like, I think it's really much ado about nothing. My concern level about this Brady story is 0.0%.
I think here's my thing. I agree with everything you said. Even if I felt like it was a little fishy, like let's say, and I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy, but let's say that we play this out a little bit. And, the quote that Scott gives us, Bowles said he has a, quote, pretty high level of confidence that Brady will be the starting quarterback in week 1. Now, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you're going to say, oh, he didn't say for sure. And then I would say, like, okay, can I at least see like the context of that quote? Like, was he saying it almost joking? Like, was he saying it completely serious and you have no idea what he meant? Like, even that can be taken so many different ways depending on how big of a conspiracy theorist you are. My problem here is, like, I don't see a reason to bet anything. That's my biggest problem. Like, what do I do with this? Like, you know what I mean? I need a lot more than this to do anything, like bet and field versus Bucks to win the division, or, win total under before it gets blasted if Brady's going to be out or something's going to happen. It's just like, even if I play out the conspiracy theory, like I don't think that's enough to make a bet. I think you need more than that. And sometimes you don't need everything to make a bet. You can make a bet on rumor and rumor plus innuendo plus whatever. But there's just like, is this even smoke at this point? It's like one plume of smoke, basically. It's like just one. And I don't know. I don't see enough here where I like want to get ahead of something that I think could be brewing. I guess like pay a little bit more closer attention. That's fine. I think it makes perfect sense. But just like, oh my God, something huge going on. I don't see that yet. Like, I don't know how you would unless you're really big into conspiracy theories.
And the market doesn't either, right? Because if there was some like, even just like, so speaking of rumors and innuendo, just to peel back the curtain a little bit, and we talk about this on the show sometimes, like Ken and I talk to a lot of people in the space, bettors, media members, and there are times where like we'll get tips on stuff before it gets, like, I think we win money on the NFL draft, right? Like we get information.
Right.
I have
not because we're really smart. It has nothing to do with our intelligence and our ability to read mock drafts, right? Yeah.
Or like predict the future. Like we get told like, hey, this is going to happen. So like, I would think that like if something were up with Brady and like he weren't going to play in week 1, like people would know. I mean, I guess maybe they wouldn't, but like the market would have moved, right? If we
or they'll know
something
soon
would happen,
or people will know soon.
Or they'll know soon. So if at any point today or tomorrow, like all of a sudden Dallas is like a 3-point favorite, you'll know something's up with Brady. Like he's not playing in the game. I guess Dallas would be more than a 3-point favorite if that were the case, obviously. But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, and we both kind of know enough people where like I know a few people where there's not that they would get this for sure, but there's like a chance that they would get it. Like there's a chance. And I haven't heard anything yet. That's all I can say. So that doesn't mean like tomorrow I'm not going to hear something, or in an hour I'm not going to hear something. But like right now it's just kind of like, okay, like my antenna are up a little bit and maybe I'll pay a little bit more attention because there could be a lot of value. I mean, think if you did get it, about the value. So like, that's why I say it's okay to pay a lot more attention, because if there's even one plume of smoke, that's more smoke than in other situations where this is not happening. So I just think, okay, pay a little bit closer attention, see kind of what else, read a little bit more about it as we get more information, talk to people either around the league or other people who bet, who kind of are also probably trying to do the same thing, and see if anything materializes as a result of it. Because it could still be nothing. That is still totally in play. And Nick, I think that's what you're speaking to.